So 2K has announced that they will now be publishing the new NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. And the reason why I said the new is a lot of you guys would know that there was an NBA Playgrounds game that came out a while back. We were waiting for part 2. You know, for you guys that don't know what that's all about, it was an arcade style game, 2-on-2, you know, just for fun. And we were waiting for a part 2. They got announced and it got delayed, etc., etc. But now we know why. It's because NBA 2K now has their hand in the pot. They will be partnering up with Saber Interactive to produce what's called NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. All right, now before we dive into this video, definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Cut on your notifications so you're aware of the next video. And guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. All right, give me just a moment and I'll be right back to dive into the meat and potatoes of this video. Okay, so let me let you guys know what I'm thinking, you know, as this information was announced. And I want to give a shout out to my brother, Azure Effect. You know, he was just talking about this not too long ago. If you follow him on Twitter at Azure Effect, you would know he just recently talked about the possibility of even EA bringing back, you know, arcade style games, you know, i.e. NBA Street, or NBA, or NFL rather, NFL Street, NBA Street, you know, those type of games. You know, you remember those games from back in the day, right? And the reason why he was talking about that is, you know, we feel particularly in the Madden community that they try to cater to too many audiences. And we've always took the stance of just make the authentic football product. Though I understand the notion of having a lot of people to cater to, I still feel like you can't do it like that. You have to just produce the authentic experience. So we felt like, okay, well, if you're not gonna, you know, go all the way out, and, you know, we're talking about the ones who cut the check, you know, the suits. If you're not gonna go all the way out and just put pure football in the game and make it more complex, etc., etc., why don't you create a different lane? Create maybe an arcade style game. This right here could be the avenue to allow EA to do that. Because if you look at NBA 2K, arguably one of the best sports simulation products that we have, you know, whether you like 2K or not, I don't think we can deny the fact that NBA 2K is definitely shooting for simulation. You know, whether it's a full-blown simulation or not, that's up for you to argue. But it's clear that they're shooting for that. You know, with all of the features that they offer and the detail of the gameplay and the detail of the atmosphere and the little amount of details that happens in that game, you know, right? Same thing you can say about MLB The Show, right? And even with MLB The Show, you know, now you got Mega Baseball. You know, I think Mega Baseball 2 came out. So there's an arcade alternative. You understand what I'm saying? So it makes me look at this, and now that you have a company that we could arguably say is direct competition to EA, we all know why we feel that way with the whole, you know, NFL thing. Seeing that 2K was willing to take on an arcade product with them being basically, you know, blowing EA out of the water in terms of blowing Madden out of the water in sales. You know, 2K is in a very good position and they're taking on an arcade product. I see this as an opportunity for EA to reintroduce EA Big. You know, again, NFL Street, NBA Street, these type of arcade games, and then you could just focus on Madden being the authentic football experience, NFL experience. That's my opinion. That's the first thing I think about when I see this. I'm like, that's very smart. Now, why NBA 2K decided to do this, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But what I feel is this definitely gives them the opportunity to continue to focus on pure simulation with the NBA 2K product, right? Without having to worry about making everyone happy. They could just focus on pure NBA basketball experience. But then if you just want to have a little fun, why don't you try, you know, our playground game? That's how I'm viewing it. I could be dead wrong. I could be missing the target, but that's how I'm viewing this situation. So I want to know what you guys think. You know, do you think this creates an avenue for, you know, the AAA titles, you know, the big sports titles that we all play, does this create an avenue for those games to be focused solely on simulation, just, you know, creating the authentic experience for that sport, and then maybe having, you know, arcade style game that will coexist. This is my vision, and I applaud NBA 2K, or the 2K family, the Take-Two Interactive family, for doing this. Again, my hopes is that doing this will allow a company like EA Sports to say, okay, why don't we do something like that as well, and let's focus on making Madden the pure NFL experience. They have to do that. All of these other games are going towards simulation, and I'm not trying to say that the Madden devs or, you know, the intentions are not trying to be more simulation, but we all know that there's things that are just not moving fast enough to get them to that point. Maybe if there was another pick up and play game that they had, you know, to a lesser degree, maybe that would allow the, you know, the ones who cut the check to say, okay, let's get back to basics and let's make this Madden game the pure, authentic NFL experience. I don't know. That's just my crazy idea, but that's what crossed my mind immediately when I saw NBA 2K taking on the NBA Playgrounds brand. Alright, so those are my thoughts on the video, on the subject I mean. I don't know what I'm saying there. Those are my thoughts on the subject. You know, if you've made it this far, again, I will remind you, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, cut on your notifications, hit the like button, and I promise, guys, I'll be back with more content at some point. Alright, that puts a bow on this one. Until next time, let me know what you think. Peace.